Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day to learn. In this video, we will be learning about lesson 24, that's letter X, and lesson 25, that's letter Y. So, are you ready, learners? Let's start. Before we proceed, let us first answer the assignment that we had from lesson 23. So, the assignment was 1, 2, and 3, you give me the outlines, and 4, 5, and 6, you provide me the English words. So, if you're able to get the correct answer in the previous lesson, then I will be choosing one among those who provide the correct answers and who participated. I will be choosing a winner, and I will just comment in the comment section below the lesson 23 among those who give the correct answers. So we have here the correct answers 1, 2, and 3. That's number 1 is walk, initial W, diphthong O, and final K. For win, it's initial W, vowel I, and final N. For wide, it's initial W, long I, and final D. I hope you get the correct answer so far. And number 4, how do you read 4, 5, and 6? Number 4 is wig. Number 5 is warm. And number 6 is win. Ween, rather, ween. So that's long E. So I hope you get the correct answers, all 6, and you got a chance to win an exciting prize. So thank you so much, everyone, for your participation. Let's move on to this lesson 24 and 25. Let's start with lesson 25, that's letter X. How do we write letter X or initial X? So there are variations of on how we write initial X, but for the standard real-time theory that we are using, then we are to utilize initial K and initial P for initial X. So we are going to use our left hand ring finger for initial K and left hand middle finger for initial P. And that is our initial X. So let's try to practice. Initial X. Okay, ready? Start. Initial X. 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 Okay, I hope you got the correct strokes. You will be able to practice with it well and eventually create a muscle memory. Now for final X, it is not really stated there, but for words ending with a sound x, so they use final K and S. So it's final BGS. So for words ending with, for example, um, box. So it's initial B, vowel O, and final KS. So that's box. Now let's proceed to letter Y. For letter Y, we have initial K, W, and R. We're going to use our left hand ring, middle, and index finger. So that's initial Y. If initial J is SKWR, initial Y is KWR only. So you're gonna use your 3 fingers on the left hand ring, middle, and index finger. Now let's try to practice Y. Initial Y, 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 initial Y. I'm also practicing here. Initial Y, initial Y. And as I practice, I always put my finger in home position right after depressing the letter. Initial Y, initial Y, initial Y. Let's have these words. We have yak, yap, yard, and year. Yak, initial Y, vowel A, final K. Yap, initial Y, vowel A, final P. Yard, initial Y, vowel A, final RD. Year, initial Y, long E, final R. Then we have another set of words. We have yawn, yawn, yell, young, yield. Okay, so yawn, yell, young, and yield. Yawn, initial Y, diphthong O, final N. Yell, initial Y, vowel E, final L. Young, initial Y, vowel U, final NG. Yield, initial Y, long E, final LD. Okay, let's have this activity. You give me the stroke for boy, for way, and say. So write your answers in the comment section below. Boy, way, and say. So I'll give you a clue. Boy, that's diphthong oi. For way, it's long A, and say, long A. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's reveal the answer. We have boy, initial B, and then diphthong oi. Way, initial W, long A. Say, initial S, and then long A. Oh, we have here. Okay, this one. This is, how do we read that? Number one, or the first outline is, you give me the answer below, and the second outline also. So first outline is initial KWR, vowel U, final BG. And the second outline is initial KWR, long U, final L. And the answer is, I wasn't able to give the answer. So I wasn't able to provide a presentation for the answer, but the answer for the first outline is initial W, vowel U, final BG. That's initial W, initial KW is initial Y, and then vowel U, and then final K, final BG. So that's yuck. First word is yuck. And the second word is initial KWR is Y, and then long U, and then final L. So that's Yule. Yule. Second word is Yule. So the Yule, it's like the Yule tide season. So yuck and Yule. Yuck and Yule. Okay, and lastly, we have an assignment. So I think this is one of the shortest lessons, no, for all the lessons that we had. Although we have two letters involved, but it's short since for the initial X, it does not have a lot of elaborations. It only provided the basic. We only provided for the basics, and we also have Y. For Y, we don't have final since for final of the Y, it's somehow falls under the diphthongs. So number 1 and 2, that's yoke and yen. So provide me the strokes. For this one, provide me the outlines. 3, 4, and 5, you give me the English words. Reading is very important. Why I include outlines? Because when we write, we it's also important that we also know how to read. So it's reading and writing, or it's writing and as well as reading, because there may be times when we're not using with the real time with the real time theory. We're not using real time laptops, or with the real time software. And it's very important that we know the basics. We don't rely on the automatic transcription or translation. If we have the chance to do it on our own, to be able to read it on our own, then that would be an edge. That would be very important. So reading, writing and reading is very important. Both speed and accuracy is very important for machine shorthand. So I guess that would be all. Don't forget to comment your answers below. And I'll be choosing again one winner for those who got the correct answer and for those who participated. I'll just give the I'll just choose rather, I'll just announce the winner in the comment section as well. So I think that would be all for lesson 24 and 25. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you in the last lesson, the next lesson, which is lesson 26, and that would be the last for the alphabets of StenEd Real Time Theory. Bye. God bless.